this guy here, the mark queue is not reaching the other endpoint, is because we are using auto refreshing for 2 seconds in our head meta tag. So what I will do now, let me just remove this guy or comment it out. Let me comment it out and save it, so that we'll be able to see that the mark queue will reach the other end. Do we see that? Hello?
Yes.
So it was that refresh stuff, that 2 seconds refreshing that we add to the page that was causing that issue. Okay. But I will still need that guy. I will need this because I can't be refreshing the page all the time myself. But anytime you want to deploy your website, you remove it. So for now, I just need it for what I'm doing. Okay. Where are we? Okay, we're here. So now you discover that the way this other list appear is different from the way another list appear. Now another thing that is you can use, probably you want to use, instead of using a b 1 2 3, you want to use abc like alphabet. So you now go back here in your other list. That's where you can use either abc or 1 2 3. You type, then you change to, if you want small letter a, you start with small letter a. Then let's save it, refresh it. Can you see it? This guy is now what? Listed in alphabetical order. So if you want it to be listed in capital letter, then you put capital letter A. You can see that? Hello?
Yes, we can see it.
Alright, God bless us. So the other thing we'll be using now is, probably you want to continue. Take for example, now let's say I'm using 1 here. Though the default is 1, if you don't put this type 1 here, it will take it as the default. Probably I want to continue to write something. Probably I want to put a span tag to write something, and I write, and we have other fruits. Sorry, let me remove this guy. So we have other fruits. So I want to continue this list here, and instead of apple, I want to put someone to suggest a fruit for me. Hello?
Pears, use pears.
You said?
Pear.
Okay, what's the spelling? I don't know the spelling.
Pear.
Pear.
Ar. Yeah. Orange.
Orange is there
Pineapple.
already. I don't know the spelling, please. Hello?
Spelling is PAN.
Okay, another fruit.
Cherry.
Huh?
Cherry.
Okay, what's the spelling?
CHA.
CH.
CHERY. CHERY.
Okay, sir. Like this. Is that correct? I don't know the spelling. I didn't go to school. Okay. So now we have the first list here to start from 1. And we want to continue the list here. So what do? We now put another attribute called stats. So where are we starting for? Since this one is starting from 1 here, then it means that this one should be starting from 4. Then you put your number 4 there, save it, and go back to your screen. Do you see that? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
You can see that the numbering actually continue from that number 4. So that's how you can use start to define the place or the point where the number will start counting again. A, B, C, and this one will start from D. You can actually use any alphabet. Do you see that? Oh, mess. I've forgotten that this thing is T1. This guy is messing up here. Any problem? But I say this alphabetical code, I no hungry. So you can as well use, instead of A or alphabetical order or numeric order, you can also use what we call Roman numeric type, which is I. Just put small letter I there to use Roman numeral. And let's say this guy will be starting from I4. That's 4 IV. Save it and check out. You can see the list is now in what? Roman numeral. Our starting is not working for other type other than 1. Coming. So this guy is not working. The start is only working for 1. So now the next one we want to focus on is on order listing, which you will be using most often. You'll be using this on order listing. Are we there?
Yes.
Okay, so this one also have its own type. Sorry. So the first type we have disk. Save it. You can see this like dots. That's disk. We also have dots. We have dots. I guess so. Then we have square. That disk and dots, they are almost the same thing. We have square. Do you see that? Hello.
Yes. 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 We can see it.
I'm coming.
Yes. Hello.
All right. Okay. So another beautiful things we can use hide in it is, okay, what we, let me just write h3 tag. You have what we call summary. Say the summary. You can use just copy one text here and put it here. Oh, this guy is too long, so let me just break it myself. Okay, let's check it out. Save it, refresh the page. Can we all see this place? What I desire, can we all see it? Hello?
Yes, we can see it. What is this? Can see it.
Okay, so if I should
Yeah,
click on this
we
guy
can see it.
now,
I can see it.
we see the contents when I click on it, and when you click on it back, it will collapse the content. Click again, it open it, click again, collapse it, click again, open it, click again, collapse it. I didn't like the way the text is actually filling the whole screen. The other time I told us that we can break it, but this time I don't want to break it. I want to give my paragraph, or better still, this details tag, I want to give it a specific width on the screen. So I will type my width, and out of the 100% of the screen, I want to give it just 30%. We have other type of property we can use like pixel, but I just want to use this percentage for now. 30% out of the 100%. Then I want to give it height. Okay, there's no need. I want it to use height to be auto rather. Let me just put it. So, height. Auto. So, and this paragraph text, I want it to have a special color style, background color, and I want it to be which color can we use? Let me use description. Then the text color should now be white. Then my summary here, which is the title, let me make it to be what can I put there? Someone should suggest a color for us, background color for our summary. Hello?
Blue.
Huh?
Blue.
Okay.
Blue. Use brown.
Blue.
Brown.
Let's use blue. Okay. Blue, then color. Color. Now mind you, when you are actually defining your background color and normal text color, ensure the color actually match each other. Don't use a dark color on a dark color. When your background color is dark, then your color should be a light color. When your background color is a light color, then your text color should be dark color. So try and be balancing your color so that the text will be legible and visible enough. So for this one, let me use orange
Yellow.
or yellow. Let me use this. I think this orange will be okay. Alright, let's save it. Refresh the page. Do you see that? You can see that the thing is not filling the whole screen again because I've defined the width of this guy to be 30%. You get that? Now,
Yes.
if I should click on this guy now, you see that what my paragraph shows, and if I click on it again, it collapses it, shows. When I click, it expands. So there are other things I want to do here. I want something to be telling me something whenever I hover on it, like tell me what to do. So how do I do that? I'll put a title attribute on these details here. It will not be inside my style now, it will be outside this style. It's another attribute. You can use it on any tag. They call it title. So this title, when someone hover on any text any tag or any text you place this title, it will tell the person something. Like when I hover on this title here, you can see that my VS Code actually pop up something for me to note or to see about this particular tag. So I want to write something there. Click to open and close. That's just the title I want to put there whenever someone over on it. Okay. Oh, I've not refreshed it. Do you see that?
Yes.
So you can see the click to open. click to open and close. So you can use this on any tag you want a description on. Like when someone over on it, you want the mouse or the thing to actually pop out something for the user, describing what the text is actually doing, or what the button is doing, or anything you just want to describe for the user. So that's how to use that. Now if you observe this particular text here, you see that they are just close to the margin. They are too close to the margin, touching the edge of this box, right? Hello.
Yes.
The
Yes.
same thing with
Yes,
our
yes, yes.
header text here. There's a way you can actually put a space around your text inside a particular tag, and that property is called padding. Okay, let me first do for this paragraph here. So we have padding left, we have padding right, padding top, padding bottom. So I want to use padding left to shift it from the left side. So I will be using, let me use something that will be very glaring, 100 px. This px means pixel. So let me refresh my window, my screen, click. Can you see it? Hello.
Yes.
It has pushed the text from the left side by 100 px. So I can reduce that by reducing this px here, but let me just put 20. I think 20 is enough. Check it again. Click. Can you see that?
Yes.
Alright, so this guy here, what I desire, I want to make it look a little bit, I want to add space around the text. So inside my style here, I will add padding. I want to pad it. Now if you didn't specify the padding to be left, top, bottom or right, and you just write padding and give it a single value, it will use that single value for left, top, bottom and right. It will divide it for all of them at once. So that's what I want to do here. I will be putting 30 px. So this 30 px, the browser will assume it for both padding left, padding right, padding top and padding bottom, because I didn't specify it to be left or right. Do you see that?
Yes.
So it has added 30 px spacing around the text, but it's not looking beautiful. So I will change it to 15 for all of them. Do you see that? So now
Yes.
I want to make the edge of this box to be curved. Like I want to make it to be curved, like a rounded edge. Okay. So there's something we call border. Oh, before then, there's a property we call border. Like a border line. Let me first start with this border. When you want to define your border, you define the size of the border. So I want to use 10 px now as the size of the border. Let's see what happen. It won't show anything until you add the color of that border to it. Then you just give space, 10 px space. Then we have different type of border. We have solid, we have dash, and we have lem like that. So the one I want to use now is solid. Then after you've written this solid, then you define the color of that border. So I want the color to be red. Then go back to the browser, refresh it. Can we all see that?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I want to add a break under this guy to give me more space under. I don't like the way the thing is so close to the bottom. Now the thing will not be too close to the bottom again. I can actually scroll. Very good. Okay, so but I want to make this border to curve a little bit. So I will now divide my border radius. Are you following?
Yes.
So this border radius now, let's start with 30 so that it will be glaring. don't just write 30 put pixel there. Any number you are defining, you put any property any attribute you want to use at the back. You can use point pt, you can use px, you can use em, but for now we are using px. I'll be explaining that later when we get to css. So we are using 30p pixel, which is px, for the border radius. Do you see that?
Yes.
Hope it's looking beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, that color is not actually looking beautiful, but we'll manage it like that.
Maybe use yellow. Yellow.
Yeah. Okay. uh, oh, VS Code is doing well. I can actually change my color here by hovering on that. Okay. Okay, this is nice. Let me change the background color then from blue something lighter. This be light yellow. Then drag this guy here. Yeah. Okay. I think this is looking a little bit better. Then I will change the color from orange to black. Oh, VS Code is doing well. I think this is better, right?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is good.
hello. Someone is saying
Wow,
something.
this is great.
Okay. So I want to change the styling for this paragraph here. I didn't actually line this clips in. So if you are using VS Code, you can just hover on that color there. Then you hover on this color area here to select any color you want. So I want to select a very light color, probably color that match that other yellow. So let me select this one, or probably let me just use this guy here, pink. Then I will select very light pink. Yes. Then this color will now be black now. Let me just type black. Save it. Then the padding now, I want to define the padding for all the sides, so I will remove that left from it. Okay, so let's check out. Do you see it?
Very beautiful now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so after this we also have other tags. Now what I've been doing so far about this styling is what we call inline styling. I'm putting my style in a line of a tag. There's other better way of doing it, but for this night we just leave it the way it is now. By tomorrow we try out other type of styling. So I have other tags that I still want to teach us tonight. I hope we are not tired.
Oh, we are
Not
not tired.
yet.
All right,
Not yet.
any
No.
question?
No tired is moving
We're
well.
Okay.
going.
Huh? Okay. All right, so we have other tags that we actually use to to.
Up.
I didn't get that. Someone is asking question. Okay, in the absence
Yes,
of me.
sir.
Okay, what's the question?
Yes, sir. About the animated, uh,
Animated what?
I see one animated navigation
Yeah,
on the menu.
yeah. Is this one?
I'm asking about the code.
Code. Code. Yeah.
That animated menu,
There's something like animated. Where is the
the
animation
top
in?
one.
Which one?
That should be the match. Be the match. Yes.
The
That
marking.
moving test.
Okay, the moving test.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's the question? Are you asking for the particular tag that is causing that one to be moving? What's that person?
I'm
Okay.
asking about the code.
This is it. This is it here. You use marquee tag. You can see this marquee tag here. That's what we use to display that. This is it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next one is the tag used to define content. Like if you are designing your website, most often you'll be using all these tags here inside another tag. And okay, let's do this way. Let's create another document, another HTML file. Just Control N on your computer and save it as, let's say, about us, about.html. Then here, type my HTML. Title about. Are you following?
Yeah, we are following, sir.
Okay, so I've created another new document now. I don't want to use that other one. That one is still there, though we'll still later link them together. So to design your websites, most time we normally use keyword like session. This session keyword actually helps the should I say the word Google browser now, to help you section your web page properly, your web content properly. So you can use it to separate different section of information.
Hey everybody, this is Jason Langsdorff, and today I want to walk through the steps of setting up an app that is a Node.js app deployed to a server. We're going to use DigitalOcean for that. We're going to secure it with SSL using Let's Encrypt, and that's going to be free. And finally, we're going to get that pointed to the public using an actual domain, and we'll use Nginx to do that. And we're going to be able to do it all in about 30 minutes. So stick with me, and let's get rolling. Alright, let's jump in here. We're going to be using DigitalOcean, and once you get logged into your account, you can see this Create Droplet button. So you click that. Have a DigitalOcean account. You can actually get one using, I have a link to our user. Okay, now when we do it again, you can see we do in fact have sudo access. So that's a good deal. Let's open a new terminal before we get out of root, and now we can verify that that user exists by typing ID, and that'll show, and we're going to give that user sudo privileges. Then we're going to disable login with a password, so we're going to make sure that our new user has an SSH key, and we're going to disable the root login, because the root login or the root user is a pretty common target for people who are going to do mischief. In the groups here, that user doesn't have access to sudo, so we're going to modify the user. Inside here, we're going to actually run that pd copy command to this machine.
I want to put my div tag here.
We're using nano because we're actually going to start by making sure that we can log in as our user. So let's exit again. Now we're on.
Or the browser we're expecting you to put there is H2.
Okay.
Though you can use multiple H2 inside it, but don't always.
It works as expected,
H1
right? So all good there.
There should be a kind of hierarchy
now,
based on the importance of the
we are going to set up that basic firewall I was talking about, and then we will let us install our app. So let's get a Node app installed. We're going to be using, for the tutorial, this really basic app that I created. This one just outputs a basic message whenever you visit it, and that'll help us see whether or not we have installed it correctly. So we're going to use apt-get, which is an Ubuntu tool for installing things. We need to get git, and then we need to get Node.js, but unfortunately we need a version of Node.js that apt-get won't use. A curl command you automatically Node that we would do. Yes, the way that we normally would. Install Node.js,
so this is what I want to put under
and
this
once it gets done here,
and I swear,
we will be able to just type node version And you can see that we got version 6.3. Create our folder.
And this div
Git
probably
github.com. And let's get my app. So tutorial, this is the .com. So let's get in a folder called apps, and I'm in my home directory. So let's get in here, and now you can see I'm in my home directory in a folder called apps, where I will clone git at github.com, and let's get my app. So tutorial, this is the worst repo name to try to type out, I'm sorry. Node.js, SSL, digital ocean, app.git, and I want to clone it into a folder that is named for my app. So I called my app Node.js SSL deploy.code.langsdorf.com. I'm going for a world record of longest name for anything here. So we'll get that installed. I do want to continue. And it will clone.
What we do.
Wonderful. Alright, so we've got our app cloned, and now we can move into it.
Then I can have another div.
I don't think we need to run an npm install. I don't think I have any dependencies, but let's just run it anyways. And then
Coach people. Is this coach correct like this? Coach people. Then the other one is we teach.
Then we can actually start the app. So now we have this app running at localhost port 5000, but since it's on a server, we can't actually get to it. So the only way that we can actually do this is to test it by logging in again. And we'll get that IP address one more time. And once we're in, we'll just run a curl command.
I can actually make it to be transparent. But I won't do that. Let me just add a color to it. A glaring color. Ring. Then I will copy the same style to other div here. Then the parents style will now have different color. Background. And let me see. Silver color. Then here, this section, let me put a style. Let me use background color, a very light blue. Okay. Then in my div here, I'll have it to be background color will be white. White. And I'll copy this guy here. Oh, before copy, let me put padding so that it's let me put padding here too. Padding 20px. And here too. Padding 20px. Then since I need the same style for this div, so I'll copy it to this one here. So my paragraph, I can just leave that one. So testimonial, let's leave this one for now. Or let's just put a color here. Style. Background color. Let me put this guy. Okay. Alright, since our file is no more under this index.html, now we have to go to our folder again and open that particular file. Where is it? Is it about? Can we see it? Hello?
Yes.
But it's looking very ugly. I don't like it. Let me just add a little style to it. Though we've not really started styling yet till tomorrow. But let me just add something that will make it a little bit look beautiful. So we can define the width of our div. So I want the width of this guy to be 200 pixel maximum. Now mind you, I'm not using percentage here. I'm using px. So this one will just be 200 px, and let me use height now. Height probably 100 px. So let me copy this guy now, put it in this other one here too. I want to use the same thing here. No, it's div. Why this one? I want to just use 150 instead of 200. 150. Save. Refresh. Can you see it? But the thing is still all together. So what can I do to correct this? I will now separate them. Hello, are we there?
Yes, we are there.
Okay, when you are sitting with someone and you discover that this person is too
Yes,
close
sir, we
to
are
you,
here.
I want to create a space between you and that person. What do? Is that you tell the person to give a space, or you shift to this to one side, right? So there is a property we use to do that, to separate and to create a space between two container or tag or div or content in our HTML. So, and the tag is called margin. We have padding. Padding only creates space within a tag or a container, but margin now we create a space between two tag or between two container next to each other. So for this one here now, the div now, I want to put a margin to it. So margin is a space outside that particular tag, while padding is a space inside that particular tag. Is that clear? So just like
Yes.
we have padding left, padding right, padding bottom, we also have margin top, margin left, margin bottom, and margin right. So if you don't want to use individual margin top, margin left, you can just use margin. But let's say I want to use margin bottom now. I will put hyphen, then right bottom. Then what margin do I want to define now? The space I want to define there. Let me just define 15 px spacing. And let's check it out for this only one we added it to. You can see it here, this spacing here. We train and we coach. It has separated it from the other ones. That's the bottom margin we just created. Is that clear? So this particular margin here now, I want to add it to I want to make it to be in all sides. So instead of using margin bottom, I will remove it and leave it to only margin. And let's see the effect. You can see that this guy has even shifted from what? From the side.
Henny
So
is looking for the perfect domain name deal. That's why she needs Namecheap. There are hundreds of domain extensions available, spanning.
I want to shift it by using padding.
So now we
Put
have
your
this.
semicolon, then padding. So I want to put it to be 15 px2 to all the size. Do we see that?
Yes.
Okay, so the next one now, I will copy this guy since it's the same effect I want to see in other container. So instead of just typing and typing again, just to copy and paste it there. Let me go up and apply the same styling to this guy here. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so another thing is that I didn't like the way this guy is appearing on top each other. I want them to be appearing side by side. So there is a property we call floating property. It will float one to the right or to the left. So this guy here, the first div here now, I want to float it to the left, and I'll write float and define the side I want to float it to, which is left. Can we see that? Now let's check.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Now I think these guys are even overlap each other. So let me float this other guy too to the right. Sorry, I want to float this one to the left and that one to the right. This one will be to the right. Okay. Do you see it? One at the left and one at the right. Did we get that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But it's scattered.
Yeah, it's scattered. I love that observation. So how do we correct that? Let's give this guy width. So the parent div now, the parent tag, which is section now, is what we now use to correct that. We now define the width to be 100%. Then our height, we can make it, let's say probably 400 px. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, but I want to bring them close a little bit. I can actually reduce this one that is 100% air, or by putting margin or padding to this guy here. Okay, which one should we do? Okay, let me ask you guys a question. When you look at these two containers, one is at the left side here and the other one is at the right side here, but I want to bring them close together or away from the margin. Sorry. Hello, I want to take this our core value away from this height. How can I do it? I have two options. So who can tell us what to do to make this container to be away
Use
from this side? Our core
padding,
value
padding
to
right.
padding what?
Padding right to the one that is at the right.
Okay.
So that it will come closer to the other one.
Okay. If you are using padding right, are we putting it inside this div tag or inside the parent, which is section?
It should be inside the div tag for the one that is at right.
Are you sure? Okay, let's try it.
Can still
So
be.
what will be the value of our padding now? What value should we add?
Let's let's use 50 PS.
50 px. Okay, let's check. That's the result of what you asked us to do. So which means that that's not right. So another person, that's not correct. Another
This is
person.
25.
Well, okay, is it padding or margin? Which one am I adding?
Margin.
Margin. Margin
Yes,
what?
25.
Margin what? Is it margin right or margin left?
Should be right.
Okay. 25, right?
Yes, sir.
25 what?
PX.
Okay. Okay, that's correct a little bit, but the spacing is not much. So what can we do to make the space bigger? Hello?
You have to increase it to 35.
Is that 35 not too small?
35 is not too small.
Okay, let's see what will happen if we use 35. That's 35.
Wow.
So also
Just
suggest
try 250.
Use
250.
200. Use 200.
250.
Okay, 250. Okay, nice. I think that's nice. So I want to shift this one at the left too. What do I do?
Margin left.
Margin left. Oh, very good. So I'll add it to this guy.
150 PS.
Margin left. What value you ask me to add?
150 PS.
150 px. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that one is, though is small, but it's still okay. So but this space here is too much. I want to reduce the height. Let's just reduce it to, or let's use auto, so that it will automatically create the height based on the container inside, the div inside. Oh, it has spoiled it, so we have to use it. So let's use 250 px for our height. Okay, do you see this? Now we have successfully created
Continue.
3 section of content on our web page. Now, but what if we want to create one central content and sidebar, another information at the sidebar? So which means that all this information we have here, we can actually put it in a single tag. So I can just remove all this guy here and create another div tag here and put inside everything inside this div tag. You see that? Then this our div tag, I can style it and give it a particular width. So I want the width to be 65% of the screen, and I want the background color to be I actually want to use silver, so let me just hover on this guy and select silver there. How do I get silver here? Okay, silver should be around here. Okay, I want it to have a little touch of blue. Calm down. Okay, let me use this. Do you see that? Now this
Yes.
margin and the margin we added the other time has scattered our work, so we have to go and reduce it. This 250 we reduce it to like let's say 100, and this 150, what is the one? Oh sorry, I'm touching wrong thing here. 250 to 100 and 150 to 100. I think it should be looking better now. Okay, so now we are only giving this side 65%. So we want to add another information to this other side. So I can use another div tag and call it aside. There's a tag called aside. So inside it, I can have another information. Let me just put a div, and inside is my div. I want to have h2 or probably h3 rather, h3, and here we have. Then style it and make it to be okay. Which one am I styling? Should I style this one? Okay, let me style the parent first, which is the aside. Style. So I want it to float to the right. Floats right. Then I want to give it background color of, let me say light cyan, light green. Okay, then after that I want to put a space around it, anything inside it. So padding 10 px, and what else? I want to define the width. So since we give this guy the first one here 65%, so let me just give this one, we have 100%, and 65 minus 100 will give us 35. So instead of giving this guy 35 because of the margin that I've already add and padding, I'll just give it 30%. Let's save it. And this time here, let me just give this guy background color. Let me give it white. you can see that this aside is not actually showing the way we want it to show, because we want it to be displaying at the top. So we'll now go back to this styling here, this first one, and float it to the left. Can you see it here? So we've successfully divided our screen into two, but this guy is still not aligned very well, this first one. So I'll be reducing the styling inside the section here. So instead of making it 100% here, I'll make it 80%. So this 80% I'm defining here is not 80% of my screen. Again, it's 80% of this 65%. Do you get that? Just like you are two, they give you you are two, and they give the two of you probably 10 item, and they ask you to share it with between yourself. So one person take 6 item, another person take 4 item. So the person that takes 6 item, when it gets to his own domain, he has another people that he want to share that 6 item with, and he now ask the person to give 80% of his 6 item to other people. So that's just how these tags are related. So there's a relativity in these tags. So it will only take this 80% of 65%, not 80% of the computer screen. But this div, because it's outside, it will take the 65% of the whole computer screen. So let's check it out. Can you see that? So it has adjusted very well. So we can add other information to this aside here. Sorry, let me copy this guy here. I don't want to be typing and typing again. I'll just copy this guy here. So the last thing we'll be doing today is how to link these two pages together after this thing. Can you see that? Hello.
We didn't say how you do it. We didn't say how you do it.
There's nothing special. I just copy the code in this first index HTML file. I just copy the code and put it here because I don't want to be typing code inside this aside again. Let me take it back. You can see this is what is inside it, inside this div here. You see that? Then
Yes.
I pasted the code inside it. I can actually remove all this guy here so that you will not be thinking that it's the same page. Let me remove some things like this guy. Let me remove some things. And this color, okay. So
Let's
okay.
leave it like that.
Can you see it? So that's just it. Now,
Yes.
the last thing we'll be doing tonight is how we can actually navigate from one page to another page. So to do that, there's a tag called hyperlink tag, and that is A. So I'll be putting it at the top, and I will style it like a button. Where should I put it? Oh, okay, let's go to our index file. This is our index file here. We'll be putting a button anywhere. Let me put it after this guy here. So I'll use tag called A tag. This A is called hyperlink tag. So when you define it like this, there's another attribute that you have to use to link to the page you want to route to, and that is called href, then equals to double quote. If the page is not existing by the time you were writing the code, you can just use hash sign, put hash sign inside the double quote. Then inside this tag here, write the text you want to display. For someone that want to click on it, you can just write click. So for your mind now, this is a defense mechanism here to go to another page. But when you put this hashtag here, it will not go anywhere. It will only be refreshing that page. Let's see the effect. Our index page now. Can you see it here? Can you see that?
Yes.
When I
Yes.
click on it, you can see that it's not going anywhere. But now I want you to take us to this our about page anytime I click this place. So I will now come back here and change this as sign here to the name of that page, which is about.html. Can we see that? So because they are
Yes.
inside the same directory, they are inside the same folder, so that's why you can just write about.html directly. We'll see to that later. So when I click on this guy now, can you see it? It takes me to this page. You see that? So and from this
Yes.
page, I can also go back. You can just copy this guy here and go back to your. Because let me just put it inside our where. Let me put it at the top. About us. Okay, let me put it here. So I will now change the text here to go back to home page. And what is the title of our home page? That's index.
Index.html.
Yes. So save it. Refresh this page. You can see it here. Let's click on it. Can you see that? That's how you actually create a code or a tag that navigates from one page to another page. So with this, we've come to the end of today's class. Any questions?
Yes, I have some questions. I have some questions right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You you put all the two into one set selection. So why did you do that? That's the first question.
Okay.
The second question is it necessary to add this div tag whenever we are building a website?
Oh, sorry, I don't talking. I thought I can't hear.
Should I continue?
Yeah, continue now.
Okay, I said the first question is you added
Div
all
inside the
the
section tag.
div selection. Yes, you added two into one selection. So just explain the reason for that. Then number two question is the div session or the div tag important thing? What is the importance of that div tag in a web page? Because some of the web pages I have seen, like the skeleton when programming, they always put after the HTML document and the meta stores, then they add the div sessions and other things before the body. So what's the secret of that div?
Okay. The importance of the div is just that it helps you to divide your content properly, and it helps you to align your content properly. And most web designers, they always use div tag to divide their content, and that's why you see that div. And we're talking about multiple div. You can use as many div as you want. You can put div inside another div. You can even nested as a nest many div inside another div. So there's no limit to the div you can use in your code. There's no limit to the any tag you can use in your code. You can section it the way you want and be styling it the way you want.
Okay, so in which position should the div tag appear? Is it at the first before every other thing you
It can
put it,
appear
or
it
after?
can appear anywhere, but you cannot put div tag inside h tag, and you can't put div tag inside b tag. So most time it always appear at the top while you put every other tag inside it, except tag like section, article, and that aside, you can see I put them outside the div, and you can still put div outside them too. But most time div is always inside them, but you can still put div outside it. Div is just like a default tag to section your content. Is that clear?
Thank you.
Right. Any other
Yeah,
question?
thank you.
Any other question? Miss or Mrs. Oluwatoyin? No question. Mr. Emmanuel? No question. Yesu Yeuza? No question. Mr. Hussein? No question. Mr. Bazil?
Hello.
Okay. Mr. Emmanuel, go on.
Yes. I thought the class was supposed to start by 9 today.
No, by 8.
Hello, you with me?
Yes, it's by 8.
By 8.
Yes,
I
8 to 10.
received for 9. The one I received was for 9 to 10.
Okay.
Hello?
I've actually sent
Yes, it
the
was
link
the
for 8
link
to
was for
9 earlier. It was
I
today
didn't sit
that
down.
9 to 10 was just sent, and I think I later even sent the link for 8 to 10 and 9 to 10, 8 to 9 and 9 to 10 to the group chat this evening before we started.
Okay, then will the video be made available so that somebody can go through it again to understand it properly?
Yes, it will.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Oluwatoyin, I think you wanted to say something.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Any other question? Okay, any observation during the training, like probably there's something you observe that is not good enough and you want us to adjust? Okay, I see someone raising up his hand. Mr. Gosper, you want to say something?
Well,
I see you raising up
what
your
I have
hand.
to say. Okay. Should I
Miss
continue?
Fatima, you want to say something?
I was trying to say the other time.
I can't hear you clearly.
I said I was trying to say that I have issues downloading the HTML classes.
Can you type it in the chat box? Like, I can't hear you clearly.
Kind of everyone is saying that.
Can anyone hear